Hey everyone, I'm Renee, a local realtor here in Charleston, and today I'm answering the question I get asked more than anything else. What does it actually cost to live in Charleston in 2026? Most people see the beautiful streets and beaches and assume it's super expensive or that it's still a bargain. Today, I'm walking you through the real numbers: housing, groceries, utilities, everything, while we explore the city so you can see it for yourself. Stick around to the end for what income you really need and my free relocation guide. Let's go. First, let's talk housing, because this is usually the biggest shock for people moving to Charleston.
One thing a lot of outsiders don't realize is that Charleston County, Dorchester County, and Berkeley County are referred to as the Tri-County and make up the greater Charleston area. And honestly, each one has a completely different feel, lifestyle, and price point.
Charleston County is where you will find a lot of historic charm, downtown living, waterfront homes. Mount Pleasant and James Island are great for beach access. It's also the most expensive, with a median single-family home price currently around $665,000. That's why people say Charleston is expensive. They're usually talking about this part.
Once you move into Dorchester or Berkeley County, prices start to shift quite a bit. Dorchester County, which includes areas like Summerville and Nexton, have a median home price around $396,000. Berkeley County, which includes places like Bruce Creek, Monk's Corner, and Cane Bay, sits around $419,000. And that's why so many people moving here end up choosing the suburbs. Your money simply stretches further.
For example, the same budget you could get a small condo downtown or a newer 4-bedroom home with a yard further out. And rentals vary the same way. Average apartments downtown run about $1,900 to $2,100 for a 1-bedroom per month overall. But for more space in Mount Pleasant, prices range from $1,800 to $2,800, depending on location and amenities. So when someone says Charleston is expensive, the real answer is it depends on which Charleston you're talking about. Let's talk about food. Groceries here run about 2 to 3% above the national average.
A gallon of milk starting at $4.50 and up. Dozen of eggs, $3 and up. And a loaf of bread, $4. And don't think about getting a sourdough for that amount. A single person spends $400 to $500 a month on groceries, and a family of 4 closer to $900 to over $1,000.
Dining out is part of Charleston life. Expect $40 plus for a casual lunch. But the good news, we have amazing local markets and seafoods that can actually save you money if you cook at home.
Utilities run a bit higher here, especially in the summer. Expect $230 to $350 per month for a typical home. Electricity is the big one because of constantly running the AC. Gas is expensive right now at over $4 a gallon.
One thing people moving here are usually surprised by: the extra cost that comes with coastal living, especially when it comes to taxes and insurance.
Property taxes in South Carolina are actually relatively low compared to a lot of states, which is a huge plus for homeowners. But there are a few Charleston-specific costs you need to understand before moving here.
First, vehicle taxes. South Carolina charges annual property taxes on your car, and the people relocating from out of state, this catches a lot of people off guard. Before you can even register your vehicle here, you have to pay that tax first. And depending on the vehicle, it can easily be a few $100s per year or more.
Then there's flood insurance. Not every home requires it, but in Charleston, flood zones matter a lot. Some homes near marshes, creeks, and lower elevation areas can carry significantly higher insurance costs. And honestly, even homes that aren't technically in flood zones can still experience standing water or drainage issues during heavy storms. That's why understanding elevation, flood history, and insurance costs is such a big part of planning.
Living near the coast is beautiful, but there's trade-off. Hurricane prep, wind coverage, and the flood insurance are all things you want to budget for upfront instead of being surprised later.
So what does this all add to? Single professional, no kids, $1,500 to $1,500 per month, excluding rent or mortgage. With rent, you will want to earn $60K to $75K to live comfortably. Family of 4, $5,000 to $6,500 plus total monthly. Most people feel good at $100K to $130K household income.
Bottom line, Charleston cost of living is slightly above the national average, but the lifestyle, the beaches, history, food, and the community makes it worth it for so many people. Housing is the variable that changes everything. If you're thinking about moving here, the market is strong right now. Drop a comment below with Charleston and I'll send you my free relocation guide. Hit the like if this was helpful and subscribe for more local tours and market updates. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for spending part of your day with me in beautiful Charleston.